Hey you guys, Simply Desmond here, and welcome back to the Unapologetically Honest podcast. And this week we are covering RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 6, Snatch Game. I'm not by myself. I am joined by the wonderful, talented, and short LACRESHA McGill.
You can't just be straight with me, can you?
I told facts. Facts are facts, America.
Hi!
So, Snatch Game. One of my favorite challenges throughout each season. Is something to look forward to. Mm-hmm. How was your overall thought of this episode?
It was good. It fell flat in some places with some people. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it was good. Mm-hmm. Do you think it came a little early?
I do think it came. I think this is the earliest we've gotten a Snatch Game. Usually we get a Snatch Game when there's like 8 or 9 queens left. Mm-hmm. So we did get it a little early, but I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. I don't know what slow parts you're talking about. I really don't.
It was entertaining.
We will get into it. Anyway, so we start off the episode with Nikki Doll going home. And they come into the workroom, and Britta just goes straight off. I thought Aiden should have been in the bottom. Britta gets on my nerves, but baby.
The Britta Aiden saga.
Starting off immediately, my scene partner should have been in the bottom. I don't understand why I was in the bottom. She should have been in the bottom. She should have been lip syncing. She should have went home. I'm like, girl.
No.
Let the room breathe a little bit. She came straight in for it.
But see, the thing is Aiden, for what it was, Aiden actually did pretty damn well last week. I
think she did decent in the acting challenge. Her runway look wasn't it for me. In that wig.
I'm so sick of that wig.
Oh my god. And people kept saying, they kept saying Monet kept wearing pussycat wigs. They were different colors though. Shoot, it wasn't just the same color.
Right.
She had a blue one. She had a black one. I think she had a red one at one point. They were different colors, okay? If she would have gave me a different color, I'd have been okay. I wouldn't have said 2 words, but it literally looked like the same wig. It was literally the same wig.
It was the same wig.
Like, honey, did you not pack any more wigs?
No.
Like, well, what happened, honey? You know, come on down and talk to us. We would love to have you. But now it's the next morning. Mm-hmm. And RuPaul comes in and announced they're doing Snatch Game.
How'd you think about the Ru suit?
Loved it.
The green suit?
I love Ru. Ru can barely do anything wrong for me. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of RuPaul. Not always her fault. I'll give you that. But even sometimes when the makeup's not bad, I still live. But once again, there's no mini challenge. And I brought this up when we were watching the episode. I'm starting to believe the mini challenges where Sherry Pie wins, I think they cut them out altogether.
But do they normally have a mini challenge in front of a Snatch Game?
Yes. I think.
Because I wouldn't understand what the reasoning would be behind.
Well, they're just doing cash prizes this season, so $2,500 is a big reason to do a mini challenge, okay?
Right.
Run me my money. Just in case I don't win, at least I know I'm walking out with some coins, okay?
Because somebody is making off with some good money this season.
Well, she would have, but the Trevor Project is making off with some good money this season, which
okay, so 2 people.
Well,
a person and an entity.
Oh. We're foreshadowing. Okay, yes. My bad. I didn't catch that. That went over my head. My newly shaved head.
The new do.
My newly shaved head. It just went straight over that. Okay.
The hair isn't there to catch it anymore.
Yeah, that's what that was. But I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But like the past few seasons, they made it such a big deal. The reason why Drag Race is an hour and a half now, I said this last week, is so that they can include a mini challenge. And they're getting to the point where they're not including a mini challenge again. And I personally love the mini challenges. Mm-hmm. So come on, Ru. Come on, World of Wonder. Come on, VH1. Y'all got the coins because y'all keep playing Rhythm of the Night by DeBarge. So I know y'all got the coins.
But they keep playing the same clip.
Yeah, and then y'all had Let It Go this week. Granted, it was the Disney Broadway version, but y'all had Let It Go this week. Y'all got coins. Quit playing with me.
Are you coming for me with the finger?
Because I knew you were going to say, it was the Broadway version. Or it was the Broadway version. Anyway.
Anyways.
So, we find out what celebrity each queen is going to impersonate this week. I have it written down here. Heidi says she's going to do Leslie Jones.
Yes.
Jackie's going to do Lisa Rinna. Jada Essence Hall did Cardi B. Yes. Jan did Bernadette Peters, Widow. Tina and Ike Turner. Gigi did Maria the Robot. Aiden did Patricia Queen. Britta did Jennifer Holliday. Crystal did Poppy. And Sherry did Katharine Hepburn. I'm not familiar with her. But RuPaul, I really enjoyed the walkthrough this week. Because we got to see Miss Vanjie.
Is that what made it better?
I think it would have been a good one without Vanjie as well, but Vanjie was just like a cherry on top.
Right.
Just a little cherry. Because I think it was last season, or maybe the season before, they had Bianca come in for it. Bianca Del Rio. She came in to do the little walkthrough with Ru. And it just added the little cherry on top. You know, it was good.
You get to reminisce on an old queen.
Yes. And, you know, it was nice to have somebody who bombed Snatch games. So she was there to tell the queens, do not do this.
Don't do this.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And none of them listened to her.
No.
None of them. Some for the good, but a few for the bad. We will definitely get into that. But from the walkthrough, we got to see Crystal's more vulnerable side. You know, that self-doubt that we all have inside of us. And, you know, some of us choose not to allow it to take over. And some of us don't have the ability to let our brains process that to where we don't let that fear or that nervousness take over. And you can see Crystal was nervous. She was shooketh.
Yes.
And, you know, picking Poppy, I didn't know Poppy. And a lot of people in that workroom didn't know Poppy.
Right.
You knew Poppy because you
Poppy.
Followed her on the YouTube.
I don't follow her. Sorry, Poppy.
I'm sorry. Oh.
I only know Poppy because when I started watching YouTube in like 2013, 12, whenever, she was right underneath. She was right in there. You know, it was like Bethany Moda, Superwoman, Poppy.
Bethany Moda. Oh my God! I remember when she did Dance with the Stars. That's when I figured out who she was. But that was a side note. But yeah, you can see that she was scared. She was very overwhelmed, and I thought it was nice that RuPaul gave her a hug. But I thought RuPaul was going to go for the joke, and when Crystal come in for the hug, she was going to put Vanjie in the way and let Vanjie do the hug.
So
that would have been pure gold right there if she would have did that.
Speaking of Ru, so how did you feel about her suggestion of her doing El DeBarge?
Well, she mentioned in the first episode she didn't know who DeBarge or El DeBarge was. So if she would have done them or him, I think she would have bombed because she don't know the references.
No.
She wouldn't know the jokes, the banter back and forth with Ru and the other queens.
Right.
She would have really been just going off of the fact that she has a mullet.
And that would have been it. And I really think that would have drug her down. Because
they don't get any access to the internet while they're on the show, so it's not like she can
Cell
just go. So she can go Google DeBarge and be like, okay, here's some of his mannerisms. Here's
some of his music.
Yeah.
So I could.
Other than Rhythm of the Night, which I love it. Keep playing that same clip. Play it. Every episode, the Rhythm of the Night. Hey, you don't know how much I listen to that song now because of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's all I'm gonna say.
Amen.
Amen. Let the church say yes.
Yes. Let the church say yes.
But yeah, other than that, from the walkthrough, she wasn't on board with Heidi's Leslie Jones.
Yes.
She was trying to get them to do. She was trying to get Heidi to do Phaedra.
Yes.
From the Real Housewives, and I'm glad she didn't because I know of Phaedra, but I don't know enough of her to kind of like the Poppy situation. Right. She would have did it.
You know of her, but not her.
Yes. Well, I didn't know who Poppy. Well, that's a lie because I watch NXT, which is WWE's product, and she's been on there several times performing. So I know what she looks like. I know how she sings, which she doesn't look like she does death metal music. So that always is a choice for me. I'm like, oh, what's this little skinny white girl with hella blonde hair know about some death metal, but she did it, honey. She did it.
She was doing like emo-esque type music before.
I can see that for her. Mm-hmm. I can see that for her.
She's got a different producer now. Mm-hmm. The only reason why I know about that particular drama because it was like trending on YouTube.
Okay. So some time has gone by, and the queens are getting dressed. They're getting ready for the Snatch game, and once again, this week's mirror moment went to Widow Von Du and her struggles of her youth. She stated that she went to go live with her uncle after her mom passed, and he kicked her out due to her being gay. And she was homeless. She was going from couch to couch, floor to floor, man to man, and it was just...
Sorry, that the reference, because it made me laugh when she said it on the TV show too, because it was like surfboard.
Stop it! This is a very serious moment. But yeah, she was just it's just heartbreaking to hear stories of LGBT youth being homeless and having to go through these struggles because family don't accept them for who they are, and it's a big thing in black families. It's a big thing in ethnic families. I'll just say that.
Middle America.
People of color. Southern.
Definitely
Southern. In the North, it's more accepted. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some Southern parents who accepted their child with no problem.
In the North and on the coasts.
But the South, they're quick to throw that Bible. Oh, my Bible's too far away. They're quick to throw that Bible at you and tell you you're going to hell. Yes. So it's just, yeah. And I know, especially in black households, I'll just say this. They are scared of it. Especially a man being gay. Mm-hmm. They're okay with a woman, especially if she presents herself as more
masculine,
butch, more masculine. I've noticed black families are okay with that, but let a black man be feminine. Oh no, honey, cut it, get them out. They're an embarrassment. We don't want them around. Blah blah this, blah blah that, and it's just like.
I feel like that might just be because, us as people of color, as African Americans, we've already had so much stripped away from us as a people. We don't know our history. We don't know our past.
Ooh, especially our history. I found out something about our history a while back ago, and I'm like, but anyway, that's a different video.
And because of that, we've had to basically just accept what America has given us and has told us. And so as people of color, we're afraid that we're seen as weak. We already get called boy, girl, little girl, stuff like that.
And in the case of queer black people, you're now a double minority.
Yes.
Because you're already a minority for being black, but now you're a minority for being queer. And it's just, and I've spoken to some parents, they're like, I just don't want the struggle that they're going to go through because not only are they black, they're going to be queer on top of that. And trust me, I get that, but that's not an excuse to hate your child or show hatred towards them.
That should just make you want to
even if you don't agree. Like, I understand if you say for religious reasons, I'm not going to sit there and argue with you, even though I could, but we're not going to. You know what I'm saying?
Not this video.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I know this one parent who does not agree with homosexuality. Any member of the LGBTQ plus, she says LGBTQ
plus.
She says, "Let God be true quickly," something like that. She'll say that. I'm like, ma'am, if you don't go somewhere. But she loves her child, but she doesn't love. Hold on, I think she says she doesn't love the sin. That's what she says.
That's a lot of people, a lot of parents.
Yeah, and it's just, and honestly, I couldn't be around her because just being around her, the condescendingness and all this other stuff that she has, and I'm like, oh no, I couldn't be around this. She says she loves me, but the way you're talking to me doesn't sound like love.
Right.
Because I know what love is. And
this just sounds like low-key hate.
Yeah. And she also stated that she was also in a few abusive relationships. And she said physically, mentally, verbally, she was abused. And it just, once again, because she didn't have nowhere to go, she was stuck in these relationships that caused her physical and mental harm. And that's another issue that is in the youth of the LGBTQ community. And it's just like, God. And I love, Jackie is probably one of my favorite queens, like, in the room, because she is just so warm, so accepting, and she always lets somebody have their moment, and then she always comforts them afterwards, and it's just like, that is a true friend, that is a true ally, that is a true brother, sister. And it's just, you love to see it, because a lot of times in the community you can see people pit themselves against each other, so it's nice to see some camaraderie, it's nice to see some togetherness in the community. So I love you, Jackie.
Favorite. So to juxtapose that, you know, they told Widow's story, and they were also telling Gigi's story, and that was more of a story of acceptance from like an early age, you know, because there are pictures of her in tutus when she was like 3, and you know, her mom took her to go see her gay uncle, and it was nice that they tried to balance it out, the sad story with a good story, even though I feel like one story was given a little bit more focus, but I'm assuming it was just given more focus visually, because who the hell wants to sit there and watch somebody be verbally, mentally, emotionally abused?
And even pictures from that time, for some people, black people don't keep up with pictures. Like the grandmamas do, but anybody after the grandmamas do not keep up with pictures, honey. So it's going to be kind of hard to be like, oh, here's a picture from that time of me.
Right.
But yeah, hearing Gigi's story, it did warm my heart. It's good to see that not every coming out story is bad.
Not everything goes south.
Yeah, like she had loving and supporting moms. She didn't mention the dad. Did she mention her dad? I don't think she mentioned her dad. Huh. Maybe she'll mention dad later. Maybe it's not so clean with the dad.
Flowers and roses and posies.
But yeah, I love Gigi's story. I don't want to I don't want to act like I don't. I admire it, but like in this case, my heart goes more out to Widow, and she's a stronger person now. She's married. She has a cat.
Right.
And it's just,
and Widow is such a beautiful, beautiful person.
Yes.
In and out of drag. Like,
yes.
Gorgeous
Out of all the people in the cast, her and Jackie are like the two that I would love to be friends with. Like, bitch, let's go get some drinks, okay?
Okay.
Please. Yes, like, come on.
Like, we'll fly to wherever. You can come to us. I mean, we don't have much around here, but
once the pandemic is over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, because we kind of like low-key breaking rules right now.
No, we're not. But
we're sheltering in place, and this is like shelter-in-place chic we got going on right now. I wanted to mention that earlier. Couldn't find the spot. But, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So let's discuss Snatch Game. And how I want to do it is we'll just bring up the queen.
Okay.
And we'll discuss how well they did.
Or what we did get to see.
What we did get to see.
The shade.
Okay. So the first person I wrote down was Heidi and her Leslie Jones. I thought she did a decent job with that.
She did.
She did better than what I was expecting. I was expecting her to do how somebody else did later.
Yeah. She did. She wasn't as big as I feel like
Leslie
she
Jones
needed to be.
She fills the room.
Yes.
She fills the room.
Because Leslie Jones is a personality. And I think she tried to stand out with the switching of the wigs.
Which was funny. I'll give her that. I chuckled.
She switched outfits when she switched the wig. But other than that, she did a good job.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. She had a lot of Leslie sayings down. And she did a good job. Decent job. Nowhere near the bottom.
A+.
A plus?
Okay. Well, okay. C-. I
was going to give it a B-. Hey! All right. Next was Jackie Cox as Lisa Rinna.
That was so good.
Okay. I liked it. I'm not going to say I don't like it, but it got annoying.
That's the point. Because Lisa...
Is she? I don't watch Housewives.
I don't, but I know her from other things. And I've seen bits and pieces of her in Housewives.
Yeah.
She's obnoxious.
But yeah, it got to the point. I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's funny, but
now
come
it's
on.
getting not funny.
Yes, like come on.
But they said that in
yeah, Michelle pointed that out
in their comments.
But she like I said, she did good. I don't want to take that away from her.
Yeah, she picked up every joke, even when somebody was like trying to shade her or even. My husband, his big D and
vitamin D,
my vitamin D, and look at my sweater. Look at my all right.
So next we had Jada Essence Hall as Cardi B. She did okay.
I think we only saw like 2 clips of her.
We saw several clips. She was just okay. Like, she had her moments. She was funny in some moments, but she was just okay. But what gets me is there was a whole piece where she was holding a baby.
Yeah.
And we didn't get anything from that.
No.
Nothing from that. And I'm like, come on. I bet that would have been hilarious, the little baby bit she had in her hand.
I don't think I caught the accent either. Did she do it? Or did she do it? Or did she do it at all?
She tried it. She didn't do a bad job with it, but it wasn't a straight Cardi B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is my baby culture.
Yeah, like you saw the baby in her hand in some of the takes, and I'm like, oh, are we gonna go to Jada with the baby? I want to see her interact with that baby.
Right.
And they didn't do it.
There were no questions that would have went to her, including the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there was one joke that she answered, and I was like, there was such a better answer for that. Listen, when she did the ass, and I was like, you could have just did money. That song was out by then. The Oscars had happened. She did the little clamshell 1990s vintage Oscar look.
Was it though?
Yes. This was filmed in 2019. Yes. Yeah. She did that. She did the.
I thought she did that late 2019.
No, she did that early 2019.
But would it have been early enough for her to
She did it at the Grammys.
She did do that at the Grammys. When was the Grammys?
The Grammys are in February.
Okay, yeah, that would have been time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
She just had culture. Everybody thought she was getting ready to divorce. What's his name?
She still should have. But I'm going to shut up on that.
Look, they're happy now. She gave her a refrigerator full of fucking money. He gave her a big ass rock that's bigger than her hand. We gonna leave it alone. Let you be happy, boo. But
listen, I'm not sure if you've been seeing her videos. She's not very happy right now while she's on quarantine.
No. I'm scared. Coronavirus.
I should be eating a cereal right now. I should be in the restaurant eating sushi.
Girl, bitch, get it delivered.
Come on, ma'am, get together.
New York is the city that never sleeps.
She is breaking down in quarantine. Lord, let that be lift soon. Let it be lift soon. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad we're not quarantined. Oh God.
We got a whole nother 90 days.
I haven't had no possible exposure, so it's just
but it's getting closer.
It is getting closer
because it's in the next town over. Actually, both directions.
Yeah. Up next we had Jan with Bernadette Peters, and we didn't get to see much of her.
And for some weird reason, like, I know who Bernadette Peters is.
I only know her from two things.
And I did not get that from Jan.
I didn't either. Even though the voice, she was trying to get there, but she didn't get there. And the look was kind of there, but she didn't get there all the way.
Because her face is too big. She did not contour properly.
I only know Bernadette Peters from 2 things: Ugly Betty and Cinderella, the one with Brandy in it. Falling in love with love is falling for me. I'm sorry. Oh, I have to watch that again. I've been watching them a lot here lately. No shame in my game either.
Right, because we watched it last weekend.
Yeah, I've watched it several times since then.
I'm sure you have, Mr. I get to work from home.
Next, I have Widow Von Du. She did Tina and Ike Turner. And what irritated me the most about her is we didn't get any Tina.
No.
We got the intro with Tina. And that was it. And then next thing you know, Ike was there. And we had the funny cake bit. I laughed. I chuckled. That they did right for me.
And then that was it.
Like, what?
So that makes me feel like everything else didn't land, maybe, or it
I don't know.
Didn't translate.
It was just left on the editing room floor.
It was just sprinkled there.
Next is Gigi as Maria the Robot.
Bitch.
Round of applause. Rounds of applause. Rounds of applause. Yes.
Oh my goodness, because I've seen the robot. I've seen Maria the robot because she did a bit with Will Smith on his channel.
Yeah.
And so for her to just and
when she was trying to pick up the paper, I was like, oh yes, because really that was everything. And when she shut down and RuPaul said reboot, she was like, I'm like, yes.
Yes, she gave RuPaul everything she needed. Because I know RuPaul was worried when they went through the walkthrough.
Yeah.
And something just told me, you know what? She wouldn't do
kill it. I knew she was.
She wouldn't do it if she didn't think she could kill it.
Yeah, I had that feeling too.
And she did that. She did what?
That. Yes, she did. Ah! All right, next we had Aiden Zane as Patricia Queen.
Missed opportunity there.
Next, then we had Greta as Jennifer Holliday. Next, then we had Crystal as Poppy. Oh, it was heartbreaking watching her, and they kept going back to her too.
The thing is if you know who Poppy is, you know that she killed it as Poppy. Other than the makeup was disturbing. Unless she's upgraded her makeup since 2012, it was disturbing. But then again, that was Crystal Method as Poppy.
Poppy, yes.
So, you got to overlook that. Other than that, there were jokes that she could have done, things she could have answered, because she was just too much Poppy. It should have been Crystal Method as Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Or it should have been some version of Poppy. A dirty version of Poppy, like, what are you going to do with whatever the question was of the balls? I put my balls in my mouth or something. just saying. But see?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree with you. 100%, I agree. It was just kind of heartbroken because, I'm such a big Crystal fan and she's in my top 4. Mm-hmm. And it was just like,
And she just fell flat this week.
She did. And then next was Sherry Pie. Now, she did Katharine Hepburn. What has she played in? What is Katharine Hepburn? What has Katharine played in?
She's like old school.
Is there anything that you think I would know?
No, I don't think so.
Because the name sounds familiar.
It does.
And I feel like she probably plays in a movie that my granny made me watch a gazillion times. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Well, while she looks that up,
we're going to IMDb this real quick.
I am going to state the obvious. Once again, Sherry Pie has been edited out like she rightfully deserves. She only had 2 answers. Both of them were hilarious, though. I will not take that away from her. What they showed of her was hilarious. But they have edited her out even more this episode. And I feel like it's just going to be more and more as we continue on. Because, like I said, I have a strong suspicion that she's going to make it to top 4.
Oh.
What happened?
Katharine Hepburn.
What's she playing, hun?
African Queen, Little Women.
Okay, Little Women. I've seen Little Women. Okay, so I'm familiar.
Bringing Up Baby.
I think my granny made me watch that.
Adam's Rib, Lion in Winter.
Okay, I got a better picture of who she is now. But yeah. So we're fixing to move on to the runway. And this week's runway theme was Frozen Eleganza off the Broadway musical, Disney's Frozen.
Oh, she was in the little Scarlet Wars. She was in the Scarlet Wars. I remember that. She tried to be Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind.
Okay, can we?
Yes. I'm sorry.
It's okay, no problem. Like I said, this week's theme was Frozen Eleganza from the Disney Broadway Frozen. I guess they didn't have enough money for the movie, but they were able to do Broadway. I'm down for it anyway. So, we're just going to go down the list. Heidi.
I liked her look.
I liked her look so much. It was everything that I needed in that.
You know what? The
little Eskimo hat was just too cute.
I will say it was Dr. Zhivago. A lot of Dr. Zhivago. And if I knew what the heck that was, I would be aging myself. And the only reason why I even know what that movie is because it's in the opening credits of a completely different movie.
Okay. I have no idea who. Dr.
Zhivago.
Yeah, I don't know that man.
It's a campy ass 1960s movie. I was born in 83.
Okay, and I was born in 92, and I know movies from the 50s and 60s.
Okay, but I've never watched it because it's boring as fuck.
Oh, okay. Up next was Jackie. Hers was cute, but kind of just basic. You know what I'm saying?
You thought it was basic?
Yeah, she had a nice little tutu and the big old
cinch waist. I thought she looked like a little.
She was cute.
Butterfly.
She was cute, but it wasn't nothing to write home about. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was bad at all.
Right.
At all.
Fabric choices were good. Mm-hmm. It was a good look, and I thought it was good because she did the blonde hair.
Yes, and she mentioned how she doesn't normally do blonde hair, and this is probably the only time we ever see her in blonde hair.
You look good in blonde hair.
You do, Jackie. You look great.
You look really good in blonde hair.
You did. And blondes have more fun.
The blondes are also considered stupid, and you're very smart.
That's a stereotype that I don't like.
I know, because not all blondes are stupid.
I know some
smart ones.
I know some pretty dumb blondes.
I know some pretty dumb redheads, too.
Ooh, we're not going to talk about that right now. Up next, Miss Jada Essence Hall.
Did what?
That. Oh, my, ma'am.
Yes, with the thigh leg action, and the oops was out, and the oop was out, and yes.
With the getting it, yes. Yes, all capital letters. Yes. Loved it. Loved it with everything.
Everything. It was great.
And then we had Jan, which I liked it.
Yes, I liked the whole,
Game of Thrones reference.
Elsa goes Game of Thrones reference.
I liked it that. I liked that. And that's one thing you got to give it to Jan. She is really going outside the box of what you normally would think as a frozen eleganza dog.
Exactly. Although the walk made her look like she shit herself.
I think that's how she had to walk because of the way the costume was constructed, maybe.
The latex, what was that? The spandex. Okay. Or the silicone, that's what they were.
Yes, she said silicone. She said it was silicone.
I think the silicone was rubbing in between them thighs, so she had to walk a little wide.
Next was Widow Von Du, and I Widow Von loved it.
Yes. Yes.
I loved every piece of it.
Mm-hmm. Widow has made some really, really excellent costume choices.
She has.
Really excellent costume choices. And if she is not in the top, at least 6, I'm going to be very pissed.
Next was Gigi motherfucking Good. Oh my God.
Mrs. Goodbar.
Ma'am.
Mrs. Goodbar.
Ma'am. Who told you to be this sickening this episode? Oh my God. What did she do?
That.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then the big ice cream cone she was carrying with her.
Yes. And she sells every fucking thing. She needs to be signed. Come on.
Wilhelmina Models. Call her.
Somebody
come get her. I'm not going to say the rest because she's not dancing like one. Up next was Aiden Zane.
Well, she kind of did with the B challenge. Anyways.
Up next was Aiden Zane. I liked this look.
It was alright.
I liked it. The color favored her well. She finally got rid of that damn wig. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Yes. Praise the Lord. He's real. Baby, she looked good. I'm not going to sit there and deny that. She looked good. The dress was cute. The only thing I didn't like the little necklace with the teeth thing.
Because she was supposed to be the claymation. Yeah. You know what? Aiden Zane does not have the best body. Mm-hmm. And if she'd have cinched her waist in, that dress would have looked a lot better.
I loved it. I'm not going to say love, but I really liked it. Yes.
Aiden's just she's a little chunky queen.
Next is Miss Greta. Oh.
I liked her outfit and her hair.
Oh my God.
And the makeup.
That
was
Greta.
Beautiful.
Where has this been all season?
Where the fuck has this been?
Oh my God, Greta.
Why couldn't you bring that before?
Greta.
Why?
That I loved it.
Speechless.
Gagged on the floor.
Yes.
Dead.
Only one other outfit
CPR
was better,
needed.
and we didn't even get to see it.
CPR drill in process. I loved it.
Worker.
God. Oh. Next was Crystal Method. I loved it.
It was good.
You know, she reminded me of the Abominable Snowman thing from the Santa Claus show. Oh, the one where they tell you the story of Chris Kringle and him becoming Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of the monster from that, and I was living for everything.
It reminds me of the Year Without a Santa Claus,
mm-hmm.
where they get the little TikTok meme of, I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow.
Yes!
She looks like Frost.
Give me Jackie Frost, okay? This is Jackie Frost.
Jackie Frost. Crystal Frost.
Jacqueline Frost, because we already got a Jackie Cox, so we got Jacqueline Frost, okay?
Crystal Frost. Crystal Frost.
Love it. Yeah. And then the shade. They cut Sherry out the runway. First time they've done that this season, and I lived. Yes. I'm like, yes, cut her out.
Because it was a good outfit.
Oh my God, when they came back from break and showed that ensemble she had on.
Penguin Queen.
Oh, baby, yes. I love
that campy that campy Batman move.
Yes, it gave me the life that I needed in this. Oh, why are you so sickening?
Right,
you're such a terrible person, but you're so sickening. I feel bad for feeling like this, but you're so sickening.
Right. The only thing I don't like about Sherry's makeup 9 times out of 10, because I know I got a couple of chins. But she highlights her chin by trying to crease the chin. And I'm like, all it does is make you look like you have wrinkles, right?
Well, maybe she want to be seen as wrinkly and not chubby chinned or whatever you call multiple chins.
Yeah, that's why the Catherine Hepburn worked so much better.
So, before we continue, we must discuss RuPaul's look. We didn't discuss it. I just realized it. And I just want to say I loved it.
It was good.
It was good. It looked like she was wearing a trash bag, though. I'm just going to be honest. It looked like she had on a trash bag. But it was cute. It was cute.
Slick.
I liked it.
I love the pink hair.
Yes. We don't see RuPaul in pink hair much. Honestly, I can't remember the last... Is this the first time?
This is the first time I've seen her in pink hair.
I think she's done pink hair in a more recent season. Somebody put in the comments if RuPaul's done pink hair before. I want to say she has.
Maybe.
I want to say she has in one of the more recent seasons that you haven't seen.
Because all I've seen is red, and that was from AJ and the Queen. May it rest in peace.
Oh, God, I was so sad when they canceled that.
I want to know what the ending is, because that was not a complete ending. Netflix, come on.
Somebody else pick up the show, please. Logo. Hulu. I was being more realistic. Logo. Come on now. Logo.
Showtime.
Hey, she got a relationship with him.
VH1.
But VH1 don't really do scripted television shows anymore.
No, they don't.
They're more all reality based now.
Right. Okay. Freeform?
Logo. I'm just being honest. That's the most realistic answer we can give you. Logo.
Okay, I mean, because at the very least, it doesn't have to be episodes. Just make it one movie where you find out the mom came, got the little girl, she thanked RuPaul, or maybe there was a little misunderstanding and Ru accidentally goes to jail.
Accidentally? I know Ru's going to jail. Ru got locked up. They won't let her out.
And then, the little girl sits there and begs and pleads with her mom. No, she took care of me, Mom. You were strung out, blah, blah, blah. And then, she redemption story. Everybody's one big happy family. And they go on the road as one big happy family. Happy ending. Nice little, 60-minute movie. Lifetime. Come on.
Like Logo. You keep naming these. It's going to be Logo.
I'm just saying places that would more likely give scripted movies.
Logo.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of Logo. Oh, no, it's ARC. Oh, Lord, please come back. Anyway, let's continue. So, We had 4 queens that were safe this week. We had Heidi in Closet, Jada Essence Hall, Jan, and Widow Von Du. Do you agree with them being safe?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes.
I really did. So our top and bottom of the week are Jackie Cox, Gigi Good, Aiden Zane, Britta, Crystal Method, and Sherry Pie. Do you think they were harsh on any of the queens? In particular, Aiden, Britta, or Crystal? Or did you feel like their critiques were justified?
Their critiques were justified. I mean, other than not knowing who Poppy was, and that's understandable. You know, Poppy had her bigger heyday in the earlier teens. So, I mean...
Well, I agree with you. I feel like the critiques were justified. I'm such a big fan of Crystal. I hate seeing her in the bottom again. But yeah, the top 3 this week turned out to be Jackie Cox, Gigi Good, and Sherry Pie. The bottom 3 was Aiden Zane, Britta, and Crystal Method. The winner of this week was Gigi Good.
Yes, deservedly so.
Deservedly so.
She likes the little peplum skirt.
She did. She really do. She really do. You just brought that up, and she really do.
She likes the little peplum skirt, but she's got the legs for it, so it's okay.
But yes, I loved it. I'm glad she won.
She deserved that.
I really thought Sherry Pie was going to win this episode because Sherry Pie hasn't excelled in challenges like this before, and she still did a great job this week. Her look, her Catherine
Hepburn,
she did a great job this week, and I hate that because she's a terrible person.
No, because Gigi delivered. She delivered in Snatch
did.
Game with Maria the Robot. She delivered in the Runway with her look. I mean, who does not want... Because, look, I looked at that and said, damn, I want some ice cream.
But yes, congratulations, Miss Good. You just won a cash tip of $5,000. Round of applause. Loved it. So the bottom 2 this week was Aiden, Zane, and Britta. Do you agree with that being the bottom 2?
Yes.
I do too. That was the bottom 2 I written down. Because I always like to write down the bottom 2 beforehand. And I was right this week. Last week, I was wrong. But this week, I had my bottom 2 correct. And they lip-synced to Let It Go from the Broadway version of Frozen.
Which was still flat.
Still flat?
Yes.
What do you mean it was flat?
It was flat.
What do you mean flat?
I mean, I understand the person who sings it probably can't hit the same octaves. But you need to remember that the original songstress is a Broadway singer as well.
Oh, how was that version flat?
It seemed flat to me. Not flat as in she sang it flat, but it was like literally 3 octaves lower.
You're just being a hater.
I'm not being a hater.
Yes, it's okay. We need haters in here. It's alright. Not everybody can be an appreciator because I thought it was a great cover, honestly, and she hit a little note at the end that the original didn't do. So, anyway, can we talk about the theatrics they did during this lip sync?
Aiden Zane.
Listen, we're going to get to that, but I want to talk about how they had the snow falling.
Okay, let's appreciate what was good about these performances.
And the trees were behind it, which they were there already, but it fit so perfectly.
Well, it was a Broadway show.
I loved everything, and that it fed the Broadway kid inside of me.
Yes.
And Britta served it to me. I understand.
She did.
You were kind of like, come on, Britta, come on, Britta, come on, Britta, but I thought Britta was giving it from the beginning. I really did.
No, because not only did I want her to send Aiden home, I wanted her to bury her in the ground.
And I think she did when she did that pop.
When she did the little pop thing, the little magic trick, that was it.
And everybody was like,
yes, send her home. Send her. I was choking this blanket.
She did choke. She choked my blanket. She didn't do nothing to nobody, and she choked my blanket. She was sitting there minding her business, and she goes, I'm like, leave her alone. She ain't did nothing. No, she's done nothing but comfort me for a year. Have I had that for a year?
I wanted Aiden to go home for weeks.
But Greta,
Aiden Zane gets on my nerves.
In my opinion,
I'm pretty sure you are a wonderful person. If I ever got to know you, hey, we can follow each other on Twitter. But boo. They made you look bad this season.
But I do have to say, this is probably going to be a very memorable lip sync, just from all the theatrics and plus a little trick Britta did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to be going back and watching this lip sync over and over again. I like watching the lip syncs.
You do.
I really do.
You do.
That's the one thing I always go back to when I go the next day is to watch the lip sync, because the entertainment, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Because a little side story, that's what brought me into the show. I was flipping through channels and I got to Logo, and it was season 2. It was Jujubee versus oh my god, Manila's original boyfriend, Kennedy Davenport's sister that was on season 2. What was her name? She passed away from a heart failure. Oh, what was her name? But those who know, they were lip syncing to Black Velvet. And that lip sync is what brought me into Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy the lip syncs. And I like to go back and watch them over again. And I hate when there's a bad lip sync. Like the second episode between... No, Jada Essence Hall did that. There hasn't been like an extremely bad lip sync to see. Oh, wait, I take that back. Dahlia and Nikki. That's the one I was thinking of. Dahlia and Nikki. That... But Nikki redeemed herself in the Hard to Break lip sync. She did that. She did every piece of that. It was just that Heidi was just so much giving you so much.
Davenport.
Sahara, yes. It was Sahara versus Jujubee in the Black Velvet lip sync. That's what brought me in. So I enjoy the lip syncs.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to go back and watch them again, and I hate when there's a bad one, like the Nikki versus Dahlia. Like, I went back and watched that one once, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch it again. But like,
because they were both kind of flat.
But the Starships, yes. Yeah. Jada versus Sherry, yes. Heidi versus Nikki, yes. And then this week's, I'm definitely gonna go back. Just the theatrics alone fed the theater kid in me, and I'm like, I want to let it go. I do, and then Britta popping things on her arms. It was just, yes! I'm sorry. So at the end of the lip sync, we had to say goodbye to Aiden Zane. Aiden Zane was asked to sashay away.
And she's, I'm not going to go away being the quiet bitch.
I like this.
It was cute. I appreciate it for what it was.
Especially since Dahlia just stormed off. Maybe she said, fuck y'all, I gotta go.
Okay.
She said, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm the first one going, whoop-de-doo.
Right.
See you later.
She's like, I'll be back later in the season. You'll see me a couple times.
Can we talk about how Dahlia's been in every episode since?
And I live for it.
And it's always in the broccoli suit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That broccoli suit is iconic.
Baby, you better wear that to the reunion, okay? Or
don't wear that to the
wear the head. Yeah, wear the head with a nice sickening dress.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Yeah, wear a nice sickening dress,
Either
wear the head,
or I'm gonna
and then you can just take it off. You know, just take it off and like sit it in your lap or something during the reunion.
Get some latex. Get you a hacksaw and cut a hole in the top of that head. Get some fabric to cover the bottom of it and make you a little tube top. There you go. Because that's what she thought it was to begin with. She thought it was a top.
I love you, Dahlia. I hate that you went home first, but unfortunately somebody has to go.
The other trade.
Even though I'll never forgive myself for saying Widow was going to be the first one to go home. I'll never forgive myself. I have to mention it every week. I'll never forgive myself for that.
Yes. This Widow's not going to happen.
What the preview for next week? What was the challenge again? Oh, they're doing a Madonna Rusical.
Yeah, the Madonna Rusical.
Yes, and hopefully they do another Madonna Runaway. They've done 2 Madonna Runaways before. Hopefully it's another Madonna Runaway.
I think Gigi's going to take this one again.
But well, we heard Gigi rap. But I feel like this Rusical is going to require them to sing.
And we heard Crystal can't.
Oh, that was funny watching that. That was. I'm not going to sit there and lie. But at the end of each episode, you know I got to say who's in my top 4. There has been some changes to my top 4 this week.
Look, I agree with whatever you come up with.
So my top 4 as of now is Gigi Good.
Yes.
Widow Von Du.
Yes.
Jada Essence Hall.
Yes. I've said that since day one.
And I had to replace Crystal Method. She's out for right now. Just this week, hopefully she can come back strong and come right back in it. But I replaced her with Jackie Cox.
I can see that.
So that is my top 4 as of right now.
I can see that.
Overall, great episode.
Yes.
The judges were cool. We didn't touch on them, but David and Jonathan from Mean Girls, they did a great job. I love them. Mean Girls is my movie, so you go Glen Coco. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I did it. Not like that, but I did it a little bit.
But anyway, thank you guys watching for so much. LaCresha, where can they find you?
I am Cresha McGill everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Like everywhere.
Except for Facebook. That's just because I don't need people trying to find me on Facebook.
Well, I am Simply Desmond on all social media platforms. That's SimplyDesmond. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!